Hey, Sean.
Heartbreak on tail, don't you cry for me. If it was rain outside, would you love me right? Just be honest, girl, don't lie to me. I just gotta know you gon' slide for me. Heartbreak on tail, don't you cry for me. If it was rain outside, would you love me right? Just be honest, girl, don't lie to me.
Welcome, everybody. We are tuned back in once again to the SIPTLK podcast. I got a special one in the building today that go by Duryea. No.
What's good, y'all?
What's good, man?
What's good, cuz? How you doing, man? It's been good, man.
Cuz been ready for this jam right here, man.
Man.
Hey, it's long overdue, cuz, man. But we here now, man. You know,
Yup.
let's go ahead and get it in, baby. So as always, man, you know how we do. You've seen the interviews, man. Mental health check-in. You know I'm big on it, man. Got to do check in to see how you're doing, man. We're gonna go 1 to 10. 1 being I'm down in the dumps, and 10 being I'm on top of the world. Where you at, buddy?
I'm always gonna say 8, cause you know I don't never try to get too high, get too low on anything. Even though it's good stuff been going on, but at the same time I try to stay at an even level.
Yeah.
You know, so I try not to get too down, try not to get too hype or overhype of stuff. So I try to keep everything at a good level, I say.
Yeah, man. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You're just trying to stay even keel, man. You don't want to get too excited, you know.
Yeah.
But hey, like we was talking about earlier, man. You know, off camera, bro. It's just a blessing, man. Being here, bro. You know, until you had came here today, man, I would say I would probably be like a 7 because I'm like that. But now that I'm sitting back and appreciating life, man, I think I'm probably gonna be at my first 10 today, man.
Yeah, that's good to hear because I know, you know, off camera, you know, we talk a lot about mental health, so it's good to hear that you know, getting it up there, you know, because I know it get rough sometimes trying to. You know, like especially as a young man and a man trying to do what you got to do, but so it's good to hear that you getting yourself up there. So you know, I'm proud of you. So you know, I like hearing that.
I appreciate that,
I like
man.
hearing that for real.
But enough about me, man. This ain't about me, man. This is about you, dude. This is about you. Let's revert back over, man. We're gonna start this thing off right, man. We're gonna start talking about sports first, cause I know, everybody waiting on football season, man. Baseball done went through. Football done went through. Well, college baseball done went through. Football done went through. Basketball done went through, man. I'm ready for football, man.
Yeah, me too, man.
So, who you liking now for the Super Bowl, man? Who you liking as a Super Bowl?
Of course, you know I'm a Chiefs man, but I'm a exclude them.
Yeah.
A team that I really been looking at. It might sound crazy, but I really been looking at the Let's see, fuck, man. I know it might sound crazy to say Denver, but I'm getting Russell Wilson. You know, finally getting them a quarterback that can control the clock and control the offense and know how to get it going and stuff. So, you know, that might be shocking, but I might say Denver. And another team I've been thinking of. I can probably say, man, I would probably say the Bengals too. You know, even though they lost in the Super Bowl, they bringing a lot of people back. You know, so I think the Bengals might shock some people too. So
Cool Burrow, man. I agree with you.
Yeah, I like Burrow. I like the way he play. You know, he play with a sense of urgency. You know, even though he young, he know how to handle the pressure when it comes to him. So I like that too. Yeah.
So since we talking about that, what are some good off-season moves some teams that made you like all this switching around and stuff? What you liking right now?
Besides the Russell Wilson one, I like the
I mean, it was a lot of them too.
Yeah, it was. It was a whole lot this year.
I kind of like the one say Adams to the Raiders. I think I like that one
That's a big one.
because they needed a receiver, and he's a very dominant receiver. As you saw with the Packers, you know, like they were still beating teams with just him and Aaron Rodgers on the ball to each other. So you know, that'll help their offense out. And then you know they got Darren Waller as the tight end. So you know, I think adding him is gonna help. But they, you know, I just think they got to get their defense right, and the Chargers too. You know, they stacked up on defense.
Oh yeah,
that's the team I forgot to mention earlier. But the Chargers, their defense gonna be nasty because you got Khalil Mack on one side and Joe Bosa on one side, and then you got to think you can't double team.
No, you can't double team either one of them.
So it's gonna free the linebackers to get inside also. So you know that this is gonna be a team that I think gonna give some people some problems too. Yeah. And the quarterback, Herbert, if he just keep improving, and they give him some more help on the outside and on the O-line, they gonna be some serious to handle too.
I'm glad you said something about them double teams, cause man, you know, remember Von Miller was one I was thinking about, cause going to the Bills.
Yeah, that.
Bro, I'm telling you, man. That he should donate a couple million to Aaron Donald. Yeah. Aaron Donald helped him get paid, man.
Yeah, he did.
Because Aaron Donald drew people to him, so it freed up some Von Miller to be able to eat.
Right.
And you know they was able to win that Super Bowl. I'm kind of you know, a little anxious to see what Von got left in the tank, man.
Me too.
So. And another move I like too is the Miami move with Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, that hurt me when I saw it. I knew you was gonna bring it up sometime.
You know I got bring it up.
That hurt though. I was like, man, we lost some speed, but I think with our draft we had some young. They bring in some young talent. So, yeah. Sometimes it's always rough losing like one of the star players. Especially with speed, you know, offense, you got to have some type of speed.
It's part of business, man. It's all part of business.
Yeah, right. At the same time, you know, he had to do what he had to do with his family. So, you know.
Yep.
Some fans, it's hard for fans to understand it. Like the A.J. Brown thing, you know. Yeah. You know, fans thinking that he just wanted to leave, but it was, you know, he trying to do what's best for him and his family, you know.
Fans are delusional, man. You know, when stuff happens to their teams, they just automatically assume the worst. Players make their moves, they upset. Why you're selfish? You're not thinking about the team. You're not thinking about the fans.
But when the GM,
the owner, it's business. They're just doing what's best for the organization. Oh, no, dog. So we got to do what's best for us too then.
That's why I try not to, you know, being a fan, you know, you try to be all in, but at the same time, it's life too, so you can't really. You got to understand the take. You can't take the. Well, how I'm trying to say it. You can't really take the thing out of context because you got to understand they human also at the end of the day, and they got to do what they got to do for their people. But forget you a fan of that team, but you got to also understand they have to provide for their family too. So it's just one of them things I had to learn too. I love sports, but I'm not like I got to the point where now I understand like. Like you're human, so gotta do what you gotta do.
You're right. All right, man. But we start the interview off, man. I like to do the rapid fire questions. You know, it's just 5 questions where we just rapidly go through it, man. Just little quick answers, just to see where you at, man. Just kind of let's set the little tone, man. And we're gonna start it off with this right here. All right. First question is: name a movie that you can watch over and over and over and over again, and you will never get tired of watching it, and it'd be funny to you, or it'd be good to you every time you watch it.
I know it's probably repetitive. I know some people might say Friday, all the Fridays. I mean, because it's funny. So, like, I mean, I can just probably say Friday, the first one, you know. Yeah. That's for me.
Okay. All right. Between these two superpowers, which one would you rather have? Would you rather have a superpower to be able to read minds or a superpower to be able to foresee the future?
Ooh. I don't know, because I think if I probably want to read minds so I know what to expect. But at the same time, what'd you say?
Read minds or foresee the future?
now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I had to backtrack, but I think I want to see the future. I want to know what's gonna happen like later on, like cause now you don't know like what's going on. So like, and knowing what you finna go through next is probably something so you can prepare for it. So yeah, now that you say that,
both of them kind of tricky because it's like if you read minds, you might read something you don't want to read, and then if you see in the future, you might see something down the line that you don't want to happen, but you can't stop.
But yeah, that's why I was like, that's why I was on the fence about it.
Oh yeah, it's all good. Okay, so music, we gotta bring music questions. Favorite R&B group of all time?
We did old soul. I'm probably gonna say. What's that group that did Ready or Not?
The Fusion.
Ain't it true?
Oh, you mean like no, you
Ready or Not? If you everything.
That's God dog.
Dang, I can't think of the group name.
Yeah, I know the song. Dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun. Yeah.
It'd be probably them, or I can probably say probably like LSG or something like that.
LSG.
Yeah.
The Bird. Sweat.
Yeah.
Keith.
Yeah. And one of my other favorite groups is Drew Hill. I love Drew Hill. So this probably some of the music I.
All right, let's go to the next one. $1 billion or the ability to be the smartest man in the world?
Ooh. I know I can't say both, but
that's why they them questions. You gotta think about it.
I'd probably say the ability to what's that?
No, I said $1 billion.
$1 billion
or being the smartest man
being
in the
the
world.
smartest person.
Yeah.
Probably being the smartest, because me, like money, I mean, I need it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also like one of them types that like to think. One of those type of people that be trying to understand. I love learning, so like me, I like try to.
Okay.
I always gain an understanding of something, because like I want to get better at learning stuff. So if I can always have that ability, I probably just
Don't even ask me, cause I'm bumping Dolph. Get paid, young nigga, get paid.
Yeah. I want to get paid too.
Hey, I don't care about being smart, man. If I had $1 billion, like, I'm gonna be pretty smart.
I mean, but if you're also smart, if you're smart, you also know how to get money because you know how to think. So,
the catch.
There's always ways to get money as long as you use it. My daddy always said you gotta use your mind if you wanna,
All right, last rapid fire question. You first meet a girl, and she give you her phone number. Would you rather get to know her through talking on the phone or texting her? Would it be better?
Honestly, I do either one, but personally, it's probably talking on the phone. Probably
talking on the phone. So you think it'd be better talking?
Probably, yeah. I'd be talking.
I asked that question because a lot of folks they would much rather text than talk. So it's a legitimate question.
I like that.
But
conversation.
we are getting into that old school stage now. I hate to say it.
I just think
up here.
I just think talking, because you can probably gain a lot more, and then learning their tone.
Yeah.
Because sometimes in text you get confused, like how they writing it through text, but like if you really hearing what they saying, you can understand it. So
all right.
I think this what I like to.
Sure. All right, man. Let's give these people a little background about you, man, so we can kind of set the foundation up a little bit. So tell us about, man, who you are, man, where you grew up at, and everything like that.
Well, a little bit about me. Of course, everybody know me as Deere, but I was given the nickname Duke by my granddaddy. So when I was real young, so start off with that. I was born here in Oxford. Let's see what I want to get into. My story is very it's very different, but I can say now I finally got to meet my other sibling, my older brother, like a couple weeks ago. First time seeing him in 32 years. So that was a very closure moment. That's a very good closure moment for me. Finally get to see him. Like, we've been conversating through Facebook for a while, but finally get to see him and then meet my sister-in-law and my nephew. That was pretty cool to see. I'm the only child on my daddy's side. So yeah, pretty much. This really it.
Well, you ain't short of family. These heels run deep.
I know.
Heels for a reason. It's a heel. Man, for every heel is a heel.
It's a lot of them for real.
Man, for real, bro.
It's a lot of them.
Okay, man. I know you folks, man. Because you are my folks. So, I got to ask about, two important people in your life. Your grandmama and your granddaddy, man. I got to ask about them. Let's just say, for instance, right now, let's just pretend you on stage, man. You giving thanks to them for all they done in your life. What would you tell them? Just look in the camera and tell them what you would tell them, how much you appreciate them.
As soft-spoken as I am, it'll be real because, it won't be real, but, it'll be hard to describe because they, really set the foundation, for me. Shouts out to my daddy, too. He been very instrumental in me being the person I am too, so I can't forget him because no doubt he sacrificed moving to Florida for me to make better for him. So when I got get older and stuff, I always told him I understand why you did it. I didn't because I was young, but I always tell him thank you for the sacrifice you made because. One for that, I probably wouldn't be as knowledgeable about stuff that I am now. And then, as far as my grandparents, man, hardworking, very loving, very spiritual. Especially my grandma, she. A lot of people don't know she the one that made me sing when I was younger. So she made me because we was having a song group, like they had a sheet or a sign up thing for the group, and I ain't want to. And she made me put my name on there, so let's story on that. But she's one of the reasons why I try to stay out the way and stuff. Both of them. Granddaddy, very stern. He's very for his age. He's very knowledgeable. Like that's why I always say I like being around older people because they so knowledgeable and you can gain stuff from them, and try to take it to your own life experience and stuff. And so, I always tell them thank you for giving me guidance and showing me how to do stuff the right way. So
I got you. Yeah. What did your granddaddy teach you about being a man?
Man, he taught me to never give up. Cause when I was young, when you're young, you don't want to do stuff, and trying to be hard-headed and thinking you know everything about what you're doing. But sometimes life will knock you down, so you have to understand, like, you can't, like, trying to be hard-headed in certain situations mess you up. So you just gotta, it's learn discipline, pretty much. Cause I was thinking earlier today, like, just because you got it don't mean you gotta give it, lend it, or spend it. You gotta be disciplined with your giving. Cause if you give so much, you ain't gonna have no energy to spend on yourself. So, basically just learning how to be disciplined. I'm still learning it to this day, but that's one of the things I've been trying to learn how to do, and I try to treat people like people because you don't know like how they feeling or what they going through. So you always gotta learn how to be patient. I always said like somebody had to be patient with me. Yes. So like that's the thing I've learned now. Like when I come in contact with people, I always try to treat them with kindness because you never know what they going through in their 4 walls. But when you see them, I always try to be knowledgeable of their situation and don't try to take advantage of their situation because you don't know what they're going through.
Talk your talk, Dury.
So that's
Man.
how I try to do.
Man, since you talking about all that, bro, it's something that I got to get into with you. Excuse me. You, ever since I've been knowing you, man, you've always had a big heart. You've always showed mad love to everybody in the city. You've always wanted people to make it. You've always had good intentions. You ain't never had no snake intentions. I've been knowing you for a long time, man. We've been rocking for a long time. You've been the same person ever since I've been knowing you. Goofy, wholehearted, kind. But, man, I just want to know, because sometimes, man, I see you doing stuff, and I'm like, oh, I wish you wouldn't do that, man, because they not doing the same for you, and I hate it a lot of times, but you do it anyway. But tell me, man, how does it feel when you show so much love sometime and the same love just doesn't get reciprocated back to you?
I got plenty of ways I can answer that.
Hey, do you what you do, man.
Again, it goes back to being disciplined in your giving and how you treat people. Even though, you know, people will knock you over, even though you just showed them love and gratitude, you know, you still gotta, you know, you can't be angry because you can't control how they treat you. So, it's just one of those things. You gotta learn how to let go. You know, sometimes life can be like you can have a tug of war situation. You can't hold on for so long. So, even though people don't show me love back, I still show gratitude because I know, like the Bible say, you reap what you sow. So I can't force nobody to love me. Yeah. Relationship wise, friendship wise, whatever. I can't control how they love me. I can only control how much I love somebody else, because at the end of the day, it's supposed to, like the Bible says, it's supposed to come back tenfold. So all I'm worried about doing what I gotta do. I can't. You grown. I can't tell you, hey, I need love like you need love. So I can't. You know, you can't keep. That's why I say I ain't going back and forth with nobody, because that's the energy. Yeah. And time. And sometimes you gotta be disciplined on how much time you give to people, because when you stop, that's when people start appreciating it. But it's too late because you already moved on to something else. So I just learned to, you know, just be me. And even if they don't show love, it's okay, because eventually, like, tables gonna turn. So I can't, like I said, I can't control no grown person on support me on whatever I go through, because I know what I can do and I know how much love I show. So I know I don't really worry about controlling. Yeah, it do hurt. I promise you.
Yeah, I know it.
Because I see it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I be like, dang, I just did it. And then I'm coming out. So, you know, but at the same time, it's just like, I'm grown now. I'm in a better mindset in my life where it's like, you can't control that. Just let it go. And I've learned to let go, because if you keep holding on to it, you're just going to damage yourself. So.
And look at you, man.
It's just, growing and evolving in life, man, you got to, that's why I said, when you asked about the thinking part, that's why I said, you got to keep your mind going. So you can't let nothing, as humans, it's hard to let stuff get you down, but when you know your intention, there's nothing else to do. Just keep going with it. Because eventually it's going to turn around for you anyway. And then when they see it, I'm like, dang, I should have done this. I shouldn't have. When he was always there, you know. So you can't control that. Just do what you got to do. And that guy handle it.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about people who do love you, man. You tell me about your little core friends that you do have, man. Tell me, you know, a couple of folks that you rock with tough, and tell me why you rock with them so tough.
Of course, shout out to you. You know, we've been doing this music thing for a long time. Shout out to Big Merc, you know. Since he came home, we've been getting close and stuff, you know. You know, all my cousins, you know, of course, you and all the cousins, you know, I got a lot of them. Yeah. And like I said, even though we don't always speak, they know it's loving me, because I don't have no ill will for nobody. So they know it's loving me. You know, hey, who else?
You got a few folks, man. If you rock with you.
Shout out to Millionaire Tony, man. Everybody that know him as Millionaire Tony, but shout out to Travis Coleman, man. We are real close, you know. We don't talk as much as we used to, but you know, it's always love when we communicate. Shout out to Shiggy, man. I just talked to him yesterday. We've been close for a real long time as well. Shout out to Truth too. So it's a lot more, but you know those.
Yeah, I know you can't thank everybody.
I can't remember, but everybody who know that I love them know.
Yeah.
So, you know.
All right, man. I know we talked a lot about vulnerability and your heart and all that, man. So the next step is to go into relationships, man. Yeah. To talk about these women, man. I know you got a interesting, you know, outlook on women, man. So I just want to kind of get people a taste of where your mind at, man. So we're gonna talk about these relationships. So when you're speaking on relationships, man, tell me, should men and women be considered equal in a relationship? What's your take on that?
Let me make sure I said it right there. Equal, you mean like as far as what? Like
equals like, should they both hold the same weight in a relationship?
I mean, honestly, I think in a relationship it's supposed to be a team anyway.
Yeah.
For me, like I wouldn't want to be pulling all the weight and then the person not helping. You know, so I understand some women be like, I don't feel like I should do, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know for me personally, I just rather have a teammate instead of an opponent. You know what I'm saying? So
look at him, man, spitting bars, man.
Like for real, like in a relationship, you supposed to be like the Bible say you gotta have a helpmeet. Like, you know, the woman's supposed to help, not, you know, like just take over, but somebody that can, when you fall short of something, they'll pick you up. Yeah. That's what I mean by like having a teammate, you know, like not like overtaking you or whatever, but just like helping you if you fall short, or if she falls short, you help her up. You know what I'm saying?
Let me cut you off one quick second though, because my thing it's kind of tricky, because I know you quote the Bible a lot and that's good, but you know it's a difference relationship and the marriage. Right. So
that's yeah, I see what you're saying, because you can't, if you trying to get to marriage, that's tricky, because because you know I'll be seeing people say you can't give a person marriage vibes if you're not trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? But like I'll be seeing somebody say you can't wildly do this for somebody who's not reciprocating the energy back to you. So yeah, that's kind of a tricky situation, because you know you do all these things and then you know you don't get it back in return, and then you have goals of being with that person, but then they showing you that they don't have goals for it. You know, that's one of those things where it gets tricky, you know, because you, like, of course, like again, being grown and then you gotta know what you want to do, and you gotta know if that's the person you want to be with. Yeah. And like I said, time and energy is so important. Man. So like, if you really want to be with somebody, you know, you really have to, again, give time and make sure that's the right energy you want to give to that person, because you can do all that and then it'll all fall down, and then you back to square one again trying to get yourself together.
Because think about this, should a man, like if a man and a woman go, you know, being together in a relationship or whatever, they decide to move in, and she say, you know, or if you stay here, you're gonna have to pay bills. So what if this woman already got a house note and a car note? Should the man be obligated to pay either one of those, even though house is in her name, car is in her name?
I've always been told, as a man, get your own.
No, I'm talking about helping with.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Because if you move in and then you do something she don't like, she gonna tell you, you know.
No. I don't mean it like getting put out or nothing like that. I mean like should you help her?
I mean,
with her own?
if y'all together, then
you should. Cause that's what I'm asking. Because like
I
like
don't
you
know,
say, anytime, like you just said, anytime something happen, she can put you out. So that means all the months, however long y'all been together, and you've been putting in all this money.
Yeah.
Should the man be responsible for that as well, man?
I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm like, if you want to be there, then do that. But I mean, that's why I was saying, like, get your own so you don't have to worry about, like.
No, but you still can get your own.
I know.
So okay? Well, let me okay. When you say get your own, would that mean that the woman would be like understanding that you ain't got enough money to help her with her?
I mean,
you got to worry about your own stuff. That what you
I don't. How I'm trying to say it, because if you over there paying all her stuff, then what's she doing for you?
No, she gonna be doing stuff for you too.
That's why I'm like,
okay. No, it ain't just the man. Just
that's why I was trying to figure out. That's why I was saying.
Yeah.
Like,
obviously, if he helping her out with stuff, she doing something. You know what I'm saying? She
that's why. Yeah.
Or she
it can't just be that though. You know, like, cause
I got you.
That's why I was trying to get clarification on what you mean, cause you know sometimes if you doing it, it's just like, man.
Yeah, it's tough out here, man.
Tough.
It's tough,
especially out here. Now with social media and stuff, man.
It's tough out here, bro.
It's crazy. So
it's hard out here, man. All right, man. We're gonna transition over to some life stuff now, man. Like more towards on you and your life. I just want to know, you talking back to the 18-year-old you, man. Any regrets? Anything that you would do over?
Man, there's a lot of stuff I want to do over, but I mean, at the same time, it's part of life. You gotta grow. So you know, you gotta evolve. You can't stay in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
So I know if I could go back, you know, being a better student in the classroom, you know, let's say, 'cause I wasn't always this knowledgeable about stuff, and I wish that I would have paid more attention and stopped trying to be with the in crowd, you know, not trying to be something I wasn't, because I thought, you know, my dad would always say, you always thinking, but you don't know. So, like, now it's like, I feel like I need to know instead of trying to think so much.
Yeah.
Because, you know, life is, you know, it's very precious. So you got to make sure you take every second and be grateful for it. And, you know, I always got to be thinking, always trying to do the right thing. You know, always trying to be at the right place. You know, man, you can't control where you go, but at the same time, you got to know that sometimes it's not always about being somewhere, you know, like, you just got to understand that you ain't got to be there. Just because you want to go, sometimes you need to go.
Yeah.
So it's just one of them where knowing the situation and being aware of, 'cause my dad always said, your friends is key. So you got to understand who you are around.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't be around too much, because, you know, you can get caught up trying to be somewhere that you don't need to be.
Sure, yeah.
So that's why I don't be out much, and I don't hang out too much, because I try to be aware of my situation and stuff. So
hey, that's very smart. That's the smartest way to be. Sometimes solo dolo is the way to go, man. So, man, what you thinking about life, man? We appreciating life. Just what do you see yourself at, man, in the future, man? What are you trying to accomplish in life, man?
Man, just being somebody who somebody can be proud of. You know, I'm still trying to do this music thing, but at the same time, like, the music come and go, and you're gonna get older, so you can't have it forever. So you gotta have another plan or another level to go to. So, like, for me, I just want to make sure I can be somebody people can be proud of and say, hey, I know him. He, you know, good-hearted individual that's just trying to make the right moves. You know what I'm saying? It always got to be music, but in life too, like, you know, trying to always level up and be somebody that people can look back on and say he was one of the ones that always had everybody's best interest in, you know. Just wanted to be successful. That's pretty much, you know.
Quick question. Do you care about what people think about you?
I've grown to not do that no more, because you can care for so long to the point that it makes you, you know, you can care to the point that it makes you not want to care no more. Because I say that because, again, you can be so giving to somebody and try to understand, but they not understanding you. So it gets to that point where you be like, yeah, it's enough is enough. So you just gotta, man, you just gotta learn how to just learning to care. Not to care takes a lot of practice, but once you continue to do it, make it a habit.
Yeah,
it's like it's normal to me, to the point where like you numb, you can't even feel a thing. So it's like being a caring person, then knowing that you don't care about stuff no more. Well, I care, but you know, like, not about, but certain situations that I've been through, like, you know, just, it makes, I don't want to say it makes it easy, but it makes you, like, you can, like a little breeze, you can get through to where, like, stuff don't hurt no more because you already been through it. Like, it's like you don't hurt them more. You're just more disappointed, or like can't believe that they such and such did this, or things happened because you never would have thought. But at the same time, you gotta get out that I never would have thought process, because people, you know, people grow and people evolve, and sometimes they whole mindset change or whatever towards you, because you know they thinking. The thing is, if you continue to let stuff happen, you know, like if you continue to let people to treat you a certain way, they're gonna keep doing it.
Of course. So
you gotta understand how to let go. That's going back to that tug of war thing where you can hold on for so long, and then because the rope start hurting your hand get red. So like you just gotta learn how to let the rope go and let them deal with it. Okay. So you gotta just have control over you.
I got you, man. Well, dude, man, I really appreciate you, man, coming through, stopping, getting on the podcast, man, showing support, man.
Man, it was good to finally be here, man.
I want y'all to support this dude, man. Y'all don't do nothing else. Support dude here, man. He support everybody. He ain't a person around here that's dropping and he don't know about it. He ain't sharing. He want to see everybody make it, man. I just wish I could see the same love reciprocated, man. Man. You're a good person, dude, man. Don't let nobody ever tell you otherwise, man. I appreciate you coming through, man.
No doubt, man. I was ready to be on here anyway, man.
All right, man.
Good, man.
And there we conclude episode of SIPTLK podcast.
Oh, yeah. Shout out my boy Joe, too. I forgot when you asked me about the people. But he know. Joe know. We talk every day. That's my boy, man.
All right.
But, yeah.
Joe, don't hold that against him, man. He had too much processing in his head. All right, we out.
Don't leave me alone. Just listen to this song. Heart's getting colder, baby. Please leave me alone. Yeah. I don't wanna answer questions, baby. This ain't a press conference. Got my heart just like a gun.